It was a dark and stormy night in the small town of Ravenswood. The wind howled through the streets, causing the old trees to creak and sway in the wind. The residents of Ravenswood were all tucked away in their homes, trying to escape the torrential rain and the eerie feeling that seemed to settle over the town like a shroud. But one person was not so lucky. Emily, a young and brave journalist, had decided to investigate the long-abandoned mansion on the hill. The mansion had been the subject of local legend for years, with stories of ghostly apparitions and unexplained occurrences. Emily was determined to get to the bottom of the mystery, and she had convinced herself that the stormy night was the perfect time to do it. As she approached the mansion, Emily felt a chill run down her spine. The house loomed above her, its tall spires and turrets reaching towards the sky like skeletal fingers. The windows were boarded up, but Emily could have sworn she saw a faint light flickering in the attic. She pushed open the creaking front door and stepped inside. The air was thick with dust and the smell of decay. Emily fumbled in her bag for a flashlight and turned it on, casting a weak beam of light down the dark hallway. As she made her way deeper into the house, Emily began to feel a strange presence around her. She heard footsteps creaking up and down the stairs, and the sound of whispers seemed to follow her wherever she went. She tried to tell herself it was just the wind, but she couldn't shake the feeling that she was being watched. Suddenly, Emily heard a loud bang from upstairs. She froze, her heart pounding in her chest. The bang was followed by the sound of footsteps, heavy and deliberate, coming from the room at the end of the hall. Emily's curiosity got the better of her, and she slowly made her way towards the room. As she reached the door, she heard a voice, low and menacing, whispering her name. "Emily, Emily, come and play with me." Emily's blood ran cold. She tried to turn and run, but her feet seemed rooted to the spot. The voice grew louder, more insistent, and Emily felt herself being drawn towards it. She pushed open the door and stepped inside. The room was dark and cold, the air thick with the scent of rot and decay. And then, Emily saw it. A figure, tall and imposing, standing in the corner of the room. The figure began to move towards her, its eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. Emily tried to scream, but her voice was frozen in her throat. The figure reached out a bony hand and touched her face, and Emily felt a wave of icy coldness wash over her. As the storm raged on outside, Emily was never seen or heard from again. The next morning, the police found her car parked outside the mansion, the engine still running, the headlights still shining. But Emily was gone, vanished into the darkness of the abandoned mansion, never to be seen again. The people of Ravenswood whispered of the cursed mansion and the evil spirit that lurked within its walls. They said that on stormy nights, you could still hear Emily's screams, echoing through the empty halls, a chilling reminder of the terror that lay within.